Hey everyone, I'm Demetria. I'm going to be talking about some things that I'm doing to really just explore the things that I want to learn about this year in 2023. And I'll be talking about books I'm reading, and I'm talking about health and wellness and what I plan to do to just be a healthier me in 2023. So if that interests you, stay tuned. So I'm sipping on some ginger tea and I've added a little bit of stevia to it. This year, one of the things that I'm focusing on is just keeping sugar out of my diet for the most part, as much as I possibly can. I know that sugar is one of the things that just kind of tears apart your complete well-being. It breaks down those cellular molecules. It's damaging to the body. So, especially in large amounts. So, I am really working on this year, just being extremely mindful of how much sugar goes into this temple. So, that's why I'm doing the stevia in the ginger tea today. And ginger has a nice digestive effect as well. So, I'm really focusing on health and wellness and just making myself just better. I just want to be better this year. So I've also been fasting and just like doing a lot of intermittent fasting and not eating until 11 or 12 noon, depending on what time I last ate the night before. So I try not to eat past 8 o'clock. And sometimes if it's 7, then I'll get to eat a little bit earlier the next day. But that's been working out better for giving my body a break. So I really have been working on that. So I haven't had my breakfast yet, but sipping on this tea is helping. And then I thought I would share what's going on with my books this year, what I'm reading for, January and now going into February. So I'm finishing up The Business Boutique. So last time I talked to you guys, I showed you this book with the cover. This is without the cover. So it's the same book, Business Boutique by Christy Wright. And so I've been working through this, and it's really helpful in just establishing your mindset when it comes to building or launching a brand new business, or even if you need to go back to the basics for a business that you've been running for a while, and just really get reestablished in your thinking and your mindset about what it means to build a quality business from the ground up using your passion, your expertise, but also just focusing on what makes a business and what makes it run efficiently. So this is a good refresher course for those of you who are thinking about either relaunching a business, starting a brand new business, or who have already been in business for a while, but just kind of need to brush up on the basics. Maybe your business is already booming. This is a good gift for somebody who is relaunching or starting something brand new. So think about getting Business Boutique. You'll see a cover with Christy's picture on it in Amazon, but I took the book jacket off just because it's easier for me to handle. So I've been reading through this one in January, and that's been a good book. I said that I was reading like a couple of business books as well as a health book because I wanted to focus on my health. And in addition to that, I wanted to read every month a book that is just kind of a fun book. So I'll be sharing that with you as well. My next business book, and this is a pick that I have for February, and this is the She Means Business by Carrie Green. So she is the founder of the FEA, Female Entrepreneur Association, and I am a member of her membership club. And I have gleaned so much from being a part of this. And I think this month in February, this is part of the book club. So I've already been reading it for some time now, but I'm going to start over with everyone in the club and we'll be reading this together. So this is also another one of those refreshers in case you need a refresher, but it's more about getting clear on your business vision, moving past all the doubts and the hangups, because we women sometimes, men too, but we women can oftentimes underestimate ourselves and what we have. She talks a lot about mindset. This is really a good foundation for mindset. If you have some hangups and some things that are keeping you from moving forward, from getting started, from launching, then this is a good mindset book to have in your repertoire of business books. So you'll want to make sure you have this one. I love that the chapters are really short and you get so much action from each chapter. It's like having little mini action steps that you take after reading a tiny chapter, 2-3 pages, right? And then you can actually take action and get stuff done. So this book will move you forward and propel you into your business plans. So that's this one, She Means Business by Carrie Green. And so those are the two business books that I wanted to share with you. A book that I have been using since the beginning of 2023 is a planning and journaling book. And this one is Oprah's The Life You Want Planner. And I have been using this every single week to write down my goals and my objectives and everything. And what I love about it is that she asks specific questions with a focus for each month. So the first month, the focus is on integrity. And so when you write out your intentions, or when I write out my intentions for every week, I have to think about what my intentions are in terms of the integrity, my integrity, keeping that intact, because you don't want to make any life decisions outside of your integrity. So all of this is so good. During the second month, the focus will be on vulnerability. So each month has a different focus. And then when you set your intentions every week, you're thinking about that focus for the month. So I really like it. Also like that at the very beginning, it gives a place for you to create your vision statement and to write out all the things. And so as you can see, I have like a ton of stuff written here for 2023. And then there's a vision board. So I created my vision board in Canva. And I'm not going to show you everything on it right now because a lot of it's kind of personal, but I created my vision board in Canva, and then I just printed those pictures, cut them out and pasted them here so I could have it physically in addition to my Canva board. So most of this is about health and wellness and weight and things that I'm trying to work on with my body, cardio, and then things with my relationships, and also things I'm desiring to do with my children this year. And I'm finding that even after just 4 weeks of having created this vision board, some of these things are already like not only in the process, but have already started to come to fruition. And it's so quick. And I said, well, then how did that happen so fast? Some of the business related stuff is happening quickly. So it's just amazing what writing out your ideas and your plans, your objectives, your goals, your visions, and making it plain can do for you. So I'm using Oprah's The Life You Want Planner to help me do that this year. As for health and wellness, okay, such a broad category, and I like to say health and wellness, but really this is just about finding ways to cooperate with my body, because my body speaks to me all the time. It tells me what it needs, what it doesn't need, what I'm doing wrong. It gives me warning signs, red flags all the time. And it's up to me to either ignore those signs or to do something to help my body to be able to function better. So I've got all the red flags that I need. Now it's time for me to listen to my body and say, yes, I'm going to give you what you need. I'm going to heal you. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to keep you maintained because I have a big life to live. So one of the things that I'm reading regarding health for the month of February is the Candida Cure. I've shared this before on this channel, but this book really, I believe, saved my life in 2015 when I had a really bad bout of overgrowth of candida intestinal candida. It was a hot mess. I was a hot mess, and nothing was working right. My digestion wasn't working right. I couldn't eat, I couldn't eliminate, I couldn't do anything. And so this book and following her protocols as if my life depended on it is what saved me. And so God used this book and used this woman and all of her words of wisdom and her protocols to help me to heal myself. So this is just beautiful. It talks a lot about the gut-brain connection and why candida, how it affects the gut and how the gut affects everything else in your whole entire body system. And so just getting the gut cleaned out will get the rest of you cleared up. It's like the second brain. It's like I don't know if it's the first brain or the second brain, but your gut is a brain, and it pretty much is like the central nervous system for the body. So I've used this book. Initially I used it I just got the ebook, and that's all I used. It was a $10 ebook, and it was the same thing as this, but with time, I decided I wanted to have a hard copy of the book. So what I did was I created some little tabs for sample menus and for recipes and supplements that she suggests for cleansing the body. So this is a very strict, regimented diet, and it is something that I don't think is sustainable for the long term if you really just want to enjoy your life. But I do think it is a wonderful jump start to cleansing and getting healed if you have health issues that need to be addressed quickly. This got me over the hump of my really horrible side effects that I was having as a result of having the candida overgrowth. This got me through those times, and I remember it took about 2 to 3 weeks following this where I found some relief, where I was able to breathe better, and I saw my iron levels and everything was starting to like take an upward increase. It was starting to get better. I wasn't out of the woods, but I knew that I was healing. I could feel that my body was healing. So I followed this religiously, and it helped me in 2015. And so I figured going back to things like that can be really helpful when I feel like I need a reset. I've also got some other fun recipe books that I'm using by Trim Healthy Mama. I've got stuff I'm using, just all kinds. I love recipe books. So I like to cook. I like to try new recipes. I like to try new flavors. And so I have loads of recipe books, and not all the food ingredients are healthy, right? Not all the things that we put into these recipes are the best things for our body. So what I try to do is to substitute the best I can and make those recipes taste just as good as they would if they'd had all the sugar. And so I tend to replace the sugar with the stevia, or I replace all the butter with, a healthier oil and what have you. But all things in moderation, all things in balance. I think it's all fine so long as we have some balance. But I do feel like this protocol is going to be a good jump start for me for at least the next couple of weeks. And so I'm gonna really just go for it and take care of my body. So those are the things I'm reading right now. I hope that this has been helpful to you, that it's been enjoyable. And that's all I have for you right now. Thanks for watching. Bye.